Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Pseudo's Crochet and More. This is your host Crystal. Today is finally showing you, I'll have to stand up to show you, the Don't Tread on Me blanket. Now I do still have this attached because I have a little bit of yarn left and I want your guys' opinion to see what I should do with this. So Bella, I'm coming behind you, honey. I don't even know if you'll still be able to see it from back here. But I'm 5'3", and this took just about 4 cakes of Caron yarn with the wool blend. It's a size 4 medium weight. And as you can see, I'm covered. It's down to the floor. I'm covered. So it's a good size blanket for somebody my size because it gives a little bit at the end to keep my feet covered. I'll show you the stitch up close. I did do a tutorial on this stitch. Did I show you guys the right side? No? Of course. I showed you the bottom of it. Hold on. Okay. That's the top. Okay. Yeah. There we go. That's the right way. But it goes... So I will tell you that this colorway is no longer available. And I'm hoping that I can go remember I know the Caron cake. It's got the wool in it. I think it was called like blues and greens or something like that because there's different shades of blues, different shades of green. You still have that label in here? No, I don't, of course. I'll be right back. I'm going to go see if I can find the yarn label from this. I found them. Okay. So I got these quite a few years ago on clearance from Michaels. It was $9.99 a cake. They got it for $5. I was hoping maybe they had it on here. It's called Caron Cakes Lime Twist is the color. It took 4 of these. I have 3 labels. I don't know where the 4th one's at to make this. You see here. It is a hand wash. Lay flat to dry because of the wool in it. It is 80% acrylic, 20% wool. Each cake was 383 yards. So I'll show you the label here if I can get it to, there we go. I did not realize this was a hand wash only. So I do have it sitting on my washer that I can put it in there and it won't tumble it. So I'm going to try that on this one. But I wanted to get your guys' opinion on what, if I should add a border, and if so, what border should I add, or do you think it looks good as it is? It doesn't need a border. I wasn't going to put a border on it because then I would have to find something that's 80% acrylic, 20% wool to keep the content the same if I ever decided to sell it or give it away to somebody. So it's all the same washing instructions. So I have my stitch marker up here and here. One's for the bottom and one's for the top of the thing here. For my last row that I worked, I can take this one out actually. But it recommends a 6mm, that's what I used. A 5mm crochet hook or knitting needles. Let me see here. Yes. But I used a 6 in my light up hook which helped because I did a lot of the crocheting at nighttime and I needed a little extra light, especially for the dark, like navy blue color here. Was harder to see those stitches, and the dark green wasn't so bad, but it did. I did sometimes need to use my light up. I don't even know if this will turn on. Oh yeah, it is on. Oh, backwards, Crystal. I did a review on these hooks, and I really do love these hooks for when I'm crocheting at nighttime or I have a darker colored yarn. It does help me see the stitches better. I do have some other light too, but this really does help with seeing the stitches as well. You can find my review on this. It was a few months back. It is from Amazon. If I can, I will link the video below if I remember to. So other than this, I really haven't been working on anything. I finished my hooks and needles pattern, which was in yesterday's video. So if you didn't see that, you can check back to see how that turned out. Right now, just also giving kind of an update on life as well. Right now, my mother-in-law doesn't have as many doctor's appointments, but she did have one on Monday. I am recording this on Saturday, September 29th. In the morning, my husband is going to his motorcycle class so he can get his M on his license so he can ride a motorcycle legally. It's been one of his dreams to have a motorcycle, and I'm finally letting him do it. He got a motorcycle, but he's been working on it, repairing it. And now him and his friend are at class. They have it all day today and tomorrow. And then tomorrow, depending on how he feels after class, he may head back to work or he may wait till Monday morning. I'm not sure yet. I am wearing a Christmas hat again. I wore it in yesterday's video. This is a hat that I learned how to make in 2023, shortly after it was after my father-in-law passed away, and I was trying to do something different. My husband, I made him one, and he accidentally threw it away because it was in a pile, and he just wished my other mother-in-law, his mother, the one that's living with us is technically my stepmother-in-law, but we're taking care of her, so we just call her Mom. She gave us a whole bunch of stuff for Christmas when I went up to Ohio when I was in Virginia. And the stuff was on the dining room table, and he got angry about it. So he just cleared it all off and accidentally threw away the hat that I had given him, made him first. This is actually technically considered a child's hat, but it fits me fine. It fits my mother-in-law fine. So I'm going to hopefully get back into making some of these this year. It was a bought pattern. I do not remember who was the designer. Let me see. It was on Etsy, I do believe. Okay. Well, I had a needle attached to my mouse. Let me go to Etsy. Etsy. That's Etsy. There we go. Okay. I am trying to find. Maybe it wasn't on Etsy. I had printed this one off because my husband had the pattern, because my husband had a printer at the time, but now I'm just like adding it to my Canva account so I can just pull it up off of Canva. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Go back here. I can't remember where I found it, but it was a Christmas tree hat, and I changed it. They have in the pattern to put a pom pom up here, but I decided to put a star. I'm actually thinking about not adding anything this time, and just it being, how it's made. Um, uh, because this right here, it kind of flops. It doesn't stay straight. So I don't know. I had to make my other mother-in-law another one because her sister stole hers. So I made her another one and gave it to her the last time I went to Ohio for Christmas. Um, and again, I know I've said this before in the past, but right now, with the way, if my mother-in-law has a bunch of doctor's appointments, or depending on what I'm doing with work, my videos right now will be when I can get them posted. I hate to say that, but right now, that's just how it's going to be. I'm just glad today and tomorrow I have an opportunity to get some ready to be put out for this coming week. So please bear with me right now. What I used to do is on Saturdays when we lived in Virginia, on Saturdays we would go to a local yarn shop. On Sunday, I would break down the video that if I could take a video from the store that I visited, sometimes it was multiple stores, I was able to get those uploaded, break them down, get them uploaded for the week and be set. Well, now we don't really have local yarn shops nearby. The closest one I think to me might be south of us. We're northwest. We're closer to the New Mexico border where we're at. And there's nothing around here. There is a sewing place. There are some sewing places, but they don't have yarn. They have quilt stuff or needlepoint, and that's just not. I mean, I did go to the one place that had fabric one time when we were in Virginia, and I never went to another one. There was just so much fabric and so much stuff to video. And my husband didn't realize how long it was going to take for me to do all that. And I tried my best to do it as quickly as possible, but that's not always the case. So that's one reason why my videos have been like few and far between right now. I was working on learning some new stitches. I showed you guys some that I had been working on. This one here, I stopped with it here. This one was the these and threes, or threes and these, however you want to say it. I know that other people, I'm trying to use up this cotton yarn that I got from Joann's too. While doing this. This is a very simple pattern. I know it's kind of crooked, and because over here it looks like it goes in a little bit and all that. And I'm thinking about augmenting on how the side is done instead of chaining a different number. But it's the V stitch and a granny stitch on top of it. But that's what this one looks like. I'm trying to work on, I will show you, I don't know how well it's going to come up. I'm trying to figure out a way to do a wannabe, I don't know, probably not too many people. Remember the show, Mama's Family with Thelma Harper? I've been kind of binge watching that show because it helps me go to sleep at night, and it's also a pretty interesting storyline. But she has quite a bit of crochet there's quite a bit of crochet items or stuff that she's working on in the show. because a lot of times you'll see her and Iola, the neighbor, sitting and crocheting or sitting and knitting. And this one here was about the closest stitch that I could find that was in one of the shawls that she wore during one of the episodes. Now, this is the Cara Simply Soft Party with this is supposed to be purple, and it's coming up more blue on my side, but purple with the sparkle in it. It's a pretty easy pattern as well, but I'm trying to see if this is really the one that I want to use for that or not. I was thinking of, I need to start the other cat, little house. It's actually a cat tunnel where you use, and I'm hoping that, oh, that goes there. My hook for that. I got to keep it with it. I'll forget what hook I was using. It was one I found on Etsy, and you use a 10-inch wooden hoop for the opening, and you start your crochet from there and go with it basically till it's tapered off. But I'm going to start working on that hopefully today. I do need to start working. I need to start working on, I'm not sure I'm making sense here. I need to start cooking my dinner because we're having rotel tonight for dinner, and that's got to sit in the crock pot after the ground beef is made so the cheese come out, and it's something that we do every once in a while during football season, and since that has started, it's time to bring the rotel back. My husband's not a big fan of it, but it is what it is. It's not like we have it every weekend, so we can't have it every weekend. We can have it like once, maybe twice a month, and that's it. Because she's got to keep an eye on what she's eating because of her kidneys. So, let's see, what else? I really don't do stuff for Halloween. I like fall, yes. Halloween's not my big, not one of my favorite things. I know next month is also breast cancer awareness. Maybe I'll see if I can come up with something for that. I'm still working on what kind of pattern I want to do for my s'mores blanket or s'mores scarf. I don't know yet. I thought I had something, but then I think, I don't know if that's really going to work. So I'm still working on that, and my chocolate covered strawberry idea, I'm still working on that as well. So hopefully I have some more stuff for you guys. We did finally get our snack crate box. It is from Egypt, I think this time. So if he has any energy later, we'll probably record that for sometime this week. If we do, it probably will be on tomorrow's video. I'm not sure when I'm going to put this up yet. I know Hooks and Needles was yesterday. So that will probably be Wednesday, because I normally do Wednesdays as my Hooks and Needles unboxings and reviews. So today, actually, you know what? You'll see that tomorrow. I'm going to do this video. I'm going to get this video for Tuesday. I'm doing this Saturday, so I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to plan on putting this video up. But so tomorrow will be the Hooks and Needles review. It's a good review. I hope you like it. You like what I made. If you ever tried Hooks and Needles, please comment in the description box of that video. Let me know what your thoughts are. As I mentioned in that video, I am taking into consideration of what other people have said about them as a company as a whole. And there's some more information in there that I'm not going to give out right now, but check that out tomorrow. Today, it'll be Tuesday, September 30th, the last day of the month. Woohoo! I cannot believe October's around the corner. My husband said, this year feels like it's going on forever. Like it's not going very fast. And I think it is. So, I don't know. What are your thoughts? Do you think the year's going by fast or slow this time? To me, it feels like it's just going by as fast as usual, but to him, he says it feels like it's going a lot slower, like it's dragging this year for some reason. I don't know. But, all right. Well, let me know in the comment section, again, if you think I should put a border on that blanket. I do have a stitch tutorial for the stitch itself. So if you want to make anything with it, I do give you the multiples. Now, if you want to make it the size that I did, I chained 141 stitches to start with. And that gave me the width, and then you can just go as far as you want with the height. I just kept going until I had all 4 skeins used, and it is long enough for me to use as a blanket. And again, I'm only 5'3", so it does cover me if I wanted to actually use it for a blanket. It would be great for also a younger child too. It'll keep them nice and covered as well. All right. Well, I hope you liked today's video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you like my content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe and then the notification bell so you're always aware of when I put out new content. Until next time, I hope you all stay safe, stay cool, and stay crafty. Bye-bye.